Okay, we're going to talk about gaming, but not just the great parts of gaming, the gaming that, everybody actually stigmas with. So there's a real life that we don't know about as gamers, okay? We're going to come out of our skin and we're going to be a part of it now. There's a lot to it and a lot of stigmas that come with it. We have wars between consoles and PCs, and Macs aren't really included in that because we don't really play with those. But the fact is, there's so many stigmas on PC gaming in general, that we just don't know too much about it. Well, as my experience, I grew up as a child playing video games. I remember getting my first Nintendo, opening it up, and playing Tetris, which wasted hours of my life. But I was enthralled with games. I looked at them, I loved them, and it really became a passion of mine. I wanted to get good, I got friends that were in games. We battled it out. We thought we were the best ever. We kept going forward, and we ended up playing Halo and doing a lot of, wasted effort, really. And even more time wasted, I went into World of Warcraft, the MMO god. And yet, another wasted part of my life, except I looked into editors. This is where the greatest part of video games spoke to me. This is where I started building games. And StarCraft 2 was the opening gate for me. I got to play chess on wheels, if you will. This is a moving game of chess, and that was where sports actually started coming from video games. People started playing it competitively. At Wichita State, we started a team. We even created the Wichita eSports group. This was our chance at trying to make games a sport. We didn't know what we were doing. We started throwing events, and we've done really well since then, but we were so unstructured, we didn't know exactly where we were going. We threw tournaments. We had a bunch of people come out. We're structuring it, we're giving out money, and it's going and being spent on more video games, and feel like we're creating a community here. The only problem is there were so many things left untouched. One of the facts, and the biggest part with all technology, is anonymous. We end up having to struggle with other gamers kind of being just brutal online just because of the fact it's anonymous. You can't tie a name to it. That's where the negative side really started to stem out from video games and all technology in general. This actually also leads to another problem, as depression. This is something that we faced really deeply in our group. There was a lot of people who, that was their only way out, was through esports or through gaming in general. And so we actually kind of felt like we were the only connection, but we didn't have the structure nor any stability to help them. Another problem with esports is doping and match fixing. Adderall is the drug of choice. You gotta focus for your game. But the fact is that's one, illegal, and two, you're swindling money from other people who are trying to actually create a community out of games. Steve Jobs even said that he didn't let his kids play with iPads or iPhones just because he didn't want his kids to be addicted to technology. 1 in 8 Americans are actually addicted to phone use or some sort of technology. It's a tool, but we overuse it. With esports and gaming in general, there's a huge lack of structure. It is built off of the fans, and that's about it. We don't have any way of connecting with an outside resource to help us. Although it's forming, we just don't know what to do. There's also just a lack of research. We try to say that gaming is bad, and we know that there's stigmas to it. Oh, they're nerds, they're in the basement, but what do we really know about gaming? It's only been around so long that we try to throw around impressions, really. We don't have the information that we need. One of my partners I found is Reboot and Recovery. They're one of the first in the nation to actually start researching addiction in technology, and specifically for video games. They have done a great work about creating resources for you to actually get out and get help if you are addicted to technology, but it gives you some guidelines. So gaming is reality for a lot of people. So we do need to learn some moderation. That's our biggest issue right now. We definitely have unstructured practice sessions of over 8 hours long. This is where we get our skills. We know we need to play to get better. That's never going to stop, but we need to do it correctly. One of the things is we needed structured health plans, really, to know how long we should practice and when we should stop and what's the most optimum support. Here, this is what gamers truly need. They need a way to connect. They need to be able to grab other gamers, they need to be able to talk about their problems, and they need to actually be able to find professional help who can really support them in their family and technical. This is one of our ways that we've tried to outreach with Reboot and Recovery, is by making a Game for Good event. This is where gamers play all night long for 8 hours from midnight to 8 a.m. to game for other gamers. We want to help people with addictions, and we're trying to move forward in creating something. Just remember that gamers aren't exactly what you think they are. There's a lot of stigmas to it, and there's a lot wrong with it, but we are trying to fix it. And that's what I want to leave you all with. So thank you very much.